Hello, everyone. My name is James Jackson, and I'm a 39-year-old working professional from the Portland, Oregon area. I recently graduated from Full Sail University with a bachelor's degree in music business and have shifted career paths to outline my passion and bridge my professional life with my personal life and the things that I'm passionate about. I currently work for Verizon as a public sector client executive. And in that role, I serve state and local governments and municipalities with their telecommunications needs. Prior to that, I worked for Hewlett Packard for approximately 7 years. That stemmed from an associate's degree that I obtained in 2004 from ITT Technical Institute. Uh, I have been working in the field for several years now. So, to bridge, and no pun intended, my personal career and professional career, I have started a year ago a company called Bridge City Drum Company. We specialize in the manufacture and development and sale of electronic acoustic hybrid drum kits and are the purveyors of a brand new technology called Drum Cloud that will change the way that people use their instruments and change the way that, and the abilities that we bring to the instrument itself without taking away from the traditional aspects. It is my hope that I can take the company full time in a year and use the skills that I learned here in the Entrepreneurship and Innovation program to push the company forward. So for me, this degree program was a natural progression. I believe that the past few years have awakened me to follow my life force, as is outlined in the text, and do what I was meant to do. I also believe that all of the work that I've done up to this point in facilitating my ability to achieve this goal. Outlined in the text are 5 strategies about finding your life's task. I believe the recognition of these principles and their importance to my aforementioned life's progression has opened my eyes to mastery and what it can mean in your life. The first of these, and the one that struck a chord in me, was the return to origins. It talked about Albert Einstein and his, finding of the compass and his understanding that there were alternate forces in the universe, and ultimately it led to him being one of the greatest scientists of all time. Also, Marie Curie and her ability to, recognize her passion, albeit when she, found those instruments in her father's cabinet, she didn't know what they were for. She was just fascinated by them. There are several other examples outlined in the text as to what how we can find our life force and progress forward. But these are the ones that struck a chord in me, along with and the one that was probably resounded the most with me was the one that was talking about John Coltrane, and when he first went to see Charlie Parker live in concert, and he just knew that that was what he wanted to do, and he started to take music more seriously. For me, that same type of thing occurred. It was in 1989. My father took me to see Chicago perform live with the original drummer Danny Serafin, and I was like aghast at their melding of jazz and rock and their ability to play odd times and be creative in their expression of both genres. One song that resounded particularly well with me was question 67 and 68, and the way that they expressed themselves through their instruments during that song, and just their musical professionalism in expressing their creative ability. And so I took that, and it was at that point that I began to take drums more seriously. My parents got me some lessons and began to study the instrument more in depth, eventually leading to my enrolling in my high school jazz ensemble and marching band, and then eventually having a short career with the Blue Thunder Blue Thunder Marching Band at Boise State University in the early 2000s. The second strategy that kind of resounded with me was finding the perfect niche, and I think the reason that this resounds with me as well is that we find our occupations, as the text says, in our career world, we must compete for resources and survival, and that's very true in the drum industry. There's tons of small drum companies out there just creating fantastic musical instruments out of wood. What we've done is tried to take those and bridge them, so to speak, with electronic instruments and provide something that's going to satisfy both the purists and traditionalists as well as the people who are looking for the next best thing in the industry. And there's definitely in the industry a market for that. So we look forward to being able to bring that to market. And in that, I kind of think of it's all a game we play and we need to dominate it, as the text says. So many inventors and entrepreneurs have done this. One that comes to mind, is Steve Jobs, in the way that he's, done that with the iPhone, and the way that it changed culture and changed industry. My career path has taken me down a road that led me back to my life's purpose, and I believe that this is my life's purpose. I've never stopped doing what I've been passionate about, and that is playing drums. But this gives me the ability to bring focus and attention to that through, a strategy, through, mastery of the industry, mastery of my instrument, and the way, and mastering ways to articulate what I'm thinking and what I'm bringing to the industry through appropriate language, through just business tactics and things of that nature. And I'm looking forward to bridging my sales skills and the things that I've done in my professional life with the music industry. And that's one of the reasons I chose Full Sail. So I look forward to having this company fully ramped within a year, and finding my niche and standing out in the industry. And I look forward to the rest of the class with you all. Thank you very much.